Hey, what's up guys? Keenan here. Welcome back to my art channel. Today we're doing a tutorial on learning a model system that can help you draw any human characters in different poses, different perspective. You will see how powerful this model is once you master this model. You will be able to draw any human figurative characters in any perspective, any poses you want. And without further ado, let's see what this process looks like. So usually you start with finding the halfway point. In the full body, that halfway is the crotch here. So you try to imagine where this point is, because there's a pretty severe foreshortening going on. Really imagine how the model is looking. It's this top-down view with a top-down perspective. So pretty much like the V crotch is right here. That's where you anchor your mark. This is just a visual estimate. Don't marry to this guidelines. So this is pretty much the halfway point. That's if you look at the body front and center. So that's half, that's half. Although the 2D plane, it's not half at all. Then the second one you do is you find the half of the half, which is quarter. So the quarter point, that's the chest. So this part right here. So from here to here, that's the quarter mark. So that's the 3/4. The V crotch, that's the halfway point. That's a quarter, and that's the top of your head. So you draw top of the head here. Do the chest. That's the crotch. That's the knee. That's the bottom of the feet. Right here, that's the ankle. Okay, now you draw, so that's, let's see, quarter, 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 quarter. So I know Genshin Impact characters, so they are 9 head count character. So usually there is another head from the ankle to the bottom of the feet. So that's another head. Then from this halfway point to here, the crotch, you do another halfway. So this is 3/8. From top to here, that's 1/8, 2/8. So that's the chin. That's your first head. Okay, I apologize. At this point during the stream, we had people coming on to the Discord voice channel, and I happen to have the speaker on, so the voice bled through. Didn't want to put that into the tutorial, so I'm just doing a afterwards commentary on this. Basically, I'm showing the proportion, the 9 head count proportion for this model in gaming and modern anime, especially Korean characters, body proportions are mostly 9 head count, especially for adult female characters. Essentially, they are 8 head counts up to the ankle, and then most of them, because almost all of them wearing high heels, especially Genshin Impact characters, so that will add another head count. It's a total of 9 head counts. So I'm annotating the first one is the first 8 head count is the chin, bottom of the chin. The second is the chest. Third one is the belly button. Fourth one is the crotch. And we usually skip the fifth one because that's the middle of the thigh. Then we go down to the sixth one, which is the knee. And we skip the seventh one because that's in the middle of the shin. Then we go down to the eighth one, which is the ankle. And then you add one head to the bottom of the feet. And right now I'm drawing the model based on the proportions I marked. If you use this proportion model, you could pretty much draw any characters to the right proportion. And keep this in mind. If you draw a character with the correct proportion, even you don't have 100% likeness, but if you show this drawing to someone who hasn't seen the original reference, they will definitely say this is a very nice drawing. That's how important proportions are to a human figurative drawing. So definitely learn the proportions. Right now in this video, I'm showing you the body proportions. Obviously, to master the entire human figure drawing, you have to master the facial proportion, the head proportions, and then you need the last thing will be the hand proportions. But pretty much if you follow the guidelines, these proportions to mark the model, and then you just start adding more details to this model. The model is going to look fine. Introduction to the model that I use, you do have to keep in mind this is a more advanced reference because the perspective is involved. So if you feel like you're unable to tackle this, even implementing my model, that just means that you are still not familiar with the perspectives. Let me know if that is a challenge, and I'll probably do another video on perspective. I'm going to speed up this part of this video to 5 times speed just to go through it a little bit faster, and let me know if you have any questions. Important note about the proportion of the arm. Starting on the 3/8 where the location of the belly button, that is in general where the elbow is. However, if your arms are pivoted because of the shoulder, you have to draw a circle, an arc, to get to the elbow location. Therefore, it's not a flat line horizontal from the belly button, but instead a circle. The shoulder is somewhat rotating the arm. And then your wrist will be where the 4/8 where the half point is, the crotch. So your wrist, same idea with the elbow, draw an arc if the arm is rotated by the shoulder. And then the hand is also a full head count when extended. So if it's extended, the hand is a full head count. That means the palm is the half head, and then the fingers fully extended is another half head. Here, I basically just draw based on my intuition because it is a foreshortened. From the 2D perspective, it's definitely much smaller than the size of the head, but you just have to kind of imagine. Also, look at the reference and get the idea of roughly the size of the hand. And that's it. Okay, right now we're coming to the end of the introduction to this model structure. So you should be able to get yourself familiar with this basic construct, and whenever you draw a character, even you do a master study, it's always beneficial for you to do this model before you start to copy the reference, because this is a perishable knowledge and you just want to keep it fresh in your mind, keep practice, keep the proficiency up, and then it will really help with your human figurative drawing. Doesn't matter what perspective, what posture. If you implement this model into your workflow, you will have a very natural looking character drawing. And right now I'm turning up to 100 times speed just to show you the finished rendering process. And hopefully you enjoy this video. Well, hope you enjoyed that video. You have made it this far. Thank you so much. Just another PSA. We do have a Discord server. Link in the description will be on the top. This is free to join, and we have wonderful artists, like-minded artists all over the world in our server. And our server is growing, and we do community events. We have September events going on right now. Basically, I post a art prompt. Usually it's you can choose one out of the three. The price for September event is for the winner is $60 of Steam credit or $50 cash. Anyway, hopefully we can see some new faces in the server. Have a good one. See you next time. Bye bye.